Bryan Robson, you're the global ambassador of Man United. Perhaps a lot of people know you as a great player and manager as well. Now we have this great game, AIK against Man United. What do you think about the game?
I think it'll be a very competitive match, which the fans will be pleased about, because it doesn't matter what game Manchester United play in, whether it's a friendly, whether it's a Champions League game or whatever, they want to win the game. With the new manager coming in, Dave Moyes, they'll want to impress his players, so then they get into the starting lineup before the season starts. Whenever I've played against Swedish teams, they're always big, powerful teams who are very fit. Their fitness levels are always very good, and so that gives you a great gauge to where your players are up to, as far as their fitness and their preparation towards the start of the season.
You mentioned that as well during the press conference, the physical side of the Swedish teams, and also AIK in the middle of the series, and Manchester United being at the end of their pre-season. Is that good for Man United, meeting a team that perhaps is more used to playing games than perhaps meeting another English team?
Well, it does, because it makes it more difficult, as far as the game's concerned. But that's what you want going into the season, especially when they'll have played, I think it's 5 games over in Asia before we come here. And David Moyes will want to know where the fitness levels are of the United lads. So that's why these are always great games, as far as being really competitive. There's never an easy game over here.
Being an ambassador, of course, you speak about the fan base, the Man United fan base in Sweden. It's a very big one, as you mentioned during the press conference. Is that one of the main reasons for this game, bringing the game to the Swedish fans of Man United?
I think there's a few reasons. You look at the stadium here, it's a fantastic football stadium. There'll be a great atmosphere here. Like I said, we've got like 40,000 supporters in Sweden just associated with the supporters club branch. What we like to do, we like to pinch a few more fans, so hopefully the Swedish fans will come, enjoy the game, and maybe become Manchester United fans. It's another way of us getting closer to the fans, but also our partners around the world as well. And it's a good one for the Manchester fans, because with us being in Asia, it's very difficult for them to maybe go to a game and watch a game over in Asia. But with it being in Stockholm, that gives our fans a great opportunity of coming and watching the game as well.
Of course, it will be a great experience for AIK supporters as well. Perhaps we wanted a bigger, I'm thinking a longer term. What are the odds of actually having cooperation between AIK and Man United in any way, in longer term?
Well, I think what it does, when you play against different clubs, around the world, you get closer to clubs, because the managers speak, the directors speak, and and you can maybe do some business together, and especially coming to a place like this, you might just see certain players who you think have got great potential and could be a transfer sort of opportunity. So you do look at all these different types of areas where you can work together.